Hello, my fellow goblins. My name is Dariens, and I'm here to tell you stories. Goblin Gold Making Stories. These stories are my personal adventures or misadventures in making gold, and I'm just telling it how it is. Episode 9 Trolls. I was considering how to sell my leftover wares again, and noticed that I had no chance in hell to sell my Tempest hide. So instead of barking that in trade chat as I normally have been for the past almost month, I decided to try fish for a change. Did I get a bite? Read on. So someone whispered asking the price of said great sea catfish. I literally commented to them, I got a bite. Get it? How about 29 gold? On the auction house, the usual price for the fish is 35 gold. They gave me props for the pun, asking how many do I have. I told them, and then the haggle began. They said they would be willing to bend on the price. They said would I would be willing to bend on the price. Of course I am. And remember, if you read my stories before, I'm in fire sale mode and want to get rid of everything. So I said, sure. 25 gold? They replied they could do that. Got me a customer. But this goblin story doesn't end there. They needed until this time tonight, as I'm writing this, to acquire 36,000 for 1,447 fish, as I have in tow. So I agreed and took it down from the auction house. However, I continued to bark my other wares, and the same person replied again, and remembered me. I was barking a fell steel sword which normally sells for 65k, and I was barking it for 55k. Same guy or gal replied. To note, this sword I have been trying to sell for like 6 months. It's an unusually slow seller, but those in the transmog market, this may be normal for it to take quite a while in order for it to sell. I tried him for 55,000 and commented it's a little hard to find, which is judging by sellers on the auction house, and that I wonder if Blizz removed the plans to make this sword, which I don't know if Blizz did or not, but it sounded good, right? But anyway, he asked me, was it a drop? I informed him it was actually crafted. To the best of my memory, I had this sword crafted 10 years ago by a blacksmith. We further conversated, and I told him I'm tempted to keep it for myself because it's a rare transmog and such and such. And he said he'll keep it in mind because he's a bit low on gold right now, and he's only had this tune for a month, and wants to purchase the sword next week. I agreed. I also informed him I took the fish off the auction house pending his purchase, and we continued to talk for about 40 minutes about farms and such. We talked for quite a while. I guess I just like talking to people. Then trade happened. I got into an argument about selling my wares on Trade Channel and not listing the price. This is what ensued. I was trying to sell some extra rare things. I forgot what they are. I forgot what they were. But someone commented, no price in ad, must not really want to sell. I replied from that my experience, how it goes is that people normally whisper, and if they're interested in my wares, then we haggle. Mr. Hotshot replied, how's the customer win? I was confused, honestly. It's a give and take in my opinion. So I replied, can we both not win? What happened next in my opinion was just him spouting dumb shit. He said that you could see it as the consumer losing if they are overpriced. Meaning if other consumers did the same deal but paid less gold, that wouldn't be right now, would it? As far as I know, no deal had actually been made. It was an advertisement. And also, I cannot say that I was overpriced because I actually did not mention a price, right? But I know, feeding the trolls, I replied, not my problem because I don't control what other people do. He replied, exactly, it's the consumer's problem. And if they were smart, they take their business somewhere they know is profitable. Which I had a problem with what he said. A consumer consumes. Where's the profit there? They pay for their consumption, which I replied to him as I thought of what he said. He continued on saying they still want to save their money. If they're buying a shirt for $30 at one store but found the exact same shirt at another store for $20, I see that as a $10 profit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Note, neither did I say the price nor the terms of my sale, and he is, in my opinion, still just spouting bullshit. I replied, he can't make that assumption if you don't know the price. I don't list the price because it may infer that I'm firm or a hard ass on the price. I want to haggle. Someone chimed in that it can be haggling that is, done right if both sides are in agreement. Mr. Austin replied, all I'm saying is that the consumer should look around and see what they can find before just agreeing on some price through haggling. They haven't a clue if they could have bought it cheaper elsewhere. So how are they really winning? And that is just ignorant of the consumer to do otherwise. I replied, and all I'm saying is the consumer should look around as well. I may not be the best price, and most people know, to be honest, what the price is that I'm selling, and if it's a good deal or not, hence why I haggle. The troll said I was dumb, blah blah blah, and left the trade chat. So what's the moral of the story? Don't argue with trade trolls, because time is money, friend. I could have been advertising my wares instead of going back and forth with him over something so pointless. Good luck.